All right, again, as you continue to make your way to your seats, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And a very good morning to you all, and welcome to the Spirit of Cosmo Pancake Breakfast. Yes, let's clap. Here we go. We are here to present the prestigious Howard Stensrud Spirit of Cosmo Award to the Kiwanis Club of Saskatoon and to raise funds for a new wheelchair van to help Cosmo participants access our community. Today, we celebrate all the adults with intellectual disabilities who have chosen Cosmo to enrich their lives and contribute to our community. Thanks to all of you again for being a part of this great event. Whew, okay. Now at this juncture, I'd like to invite Cosmo's Executive Director, Charlene Duquette, to come up to the stage. And we can keep clapping too, she's awesome.
Although as mind-boggling transportation can be, it is incredibly vital to our participant lives. I will never be able to describe what Cosmo is for us as staff and the connections we've made. You have to experience it. But I can share from a parent's perspective. Last week I received an email from a parent, and then we had a chat by phone. And with permission, I will share words from her as a parent as to what Cosmo means to their son, who attends Cosmo and has done so for the past 17 years. Cosmo has been my son's life for 17 years. There have been no negatives in 17 years. Cosmo, buses, and pianos are his favorite things. He loves Cosmo, buses, and pianos, and I thought how fitting with the Kiwanis being recognized for their rhythm band. We are so grateful for his friendships. He is so valued. He never wants me to come see him, as it is his place. There's nothing better for him during his daytime other than being out and about at Cosmo. He wants to go 7 days a week. And interesting, talking with Mayor Charlie Clark, are you guys just 5 days a week? I said, yes, we are, because Cosmo is very meaningful. We were planning to move west to get away from our winters, but because of Cosmo, we stayed, because he just loves it. So we have to deal with the winters, but that is totally okay. We would never have imagined the life he would have at Cosmo. He has purpose, and she said, I'm sending you a check for $5,000. A former executive director, and unfortunately she can't be with us today, she was planning to, said, she references Cosmo as the miracle on 34th Street. And I add to this, it's a hidden gem. Speaking of gems, we'd like to show you a video before the presentation of the Spirit of Cosmo Award.
Rick Stolwick with the Kiwanis Club, and I've been involved with Cosmo Rhythm Band for about 10 years.
I'm Jerry Helfrich. I've been a member of Kiwanis Club for over 50 years, and we're involved as a primary project at Cosmo with the Rhythm Band. We visit weekly to assist with the rehearsals and with performances, and so on. So we provide the instruments, we provide the uniforms.
Well, I get such a joy out of having the Rhythm Band people come, and they just can't wait to get in there to start playing and that sort of thing, and I think it's really exciting and for them, and it's also exciting for us.
What is noticeable to me from the members of the band is the elevated sense of pride that they exhibit in being able to play and perform, and they also have an increased sense of camaraderie among them. It's a lesson for us all in how to appreciate the finer things and the smaller things in life.
prestigious award that we hand out annually is our Howard Stensrud Spirit of Cosmo Award. This award is intended to promote the vision and spirit of those who founded Cosmo Industries. It is presented in recognition of people who have made a huge difference in the lives of adults with intellectual disabilities. I would now like to ask Mike Stensrud to come forward and present the Howard Stensrud Spirit of Cosmo Award.
He loved the rhythm band, and he loved the smiles and the joy that the Kiwanis Club created. What is important when we're young is often not the same as when we get older. When the day comes that you have more time behind you than in front of you, it becomes truly clear what's important. And that is, of course, time. The Kiwanis Club has, since 1984, given Cosmo that most priceless of gifts, their time, their volunteerism. Mr. Jerry Helfrich and Mr. Rich Stolwick and Mr. Stuart Gavin, along with other Kiwanis members, both past and present, bring joy and music to us every week at Cosmo without fail. So on behalf of all of us, the board of directors, the wonderful staff, and our cherished participants, we are proud to award the 2023 Howard Stensrud Spirit of Cosmo Award to the Kiwanis Club, represented here by Mr. Jerry Helfrich, Mr. Rich Stolwick, and by the president of the club, Mr. Keith McLean. Congratulations. I'd love it if you presented the award. That would be great. So why don't you say, guys get up here, why don't you say congratulations to him? Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hi. How are you doing, Sean?
Yes. Award.
The award.
Like this.
Thank you.
Give it to the president.
Well, as Charlene mentioned, 40 years ago in 1983, Kiwanian John Robut may be known to some of you in the audience, particularly those with hair the color of mine, but he was impressed with a feature performance of a band of intellectually challenged adults from Oslo, Norway, who flew to Vienna, Austria, to provide an entertainment event for the Kiwanians attending. And John reportedly said to himself, why not Saskatoon? Now that the band is firmly established, the current assisting Kiwanians are just carried along with the participants by the motivated Cosmo management, the caring staff and citizen volunteers who possess special talents, like today's Claire Pattison, the band leader, and her husband David, Fran Price, Mark Berand, and Tyrell, who you heard perform at the entrance today, who share their exceptional musical gifts. And the band participants arrive each week ignited with enthusiasm to perform and enjoy sharing their individual talents with each other, the band leaders, and whomever else is in their space. That is the gift that keeps on giving. We see the pride and enjoyment on the faces of the participants, as you have seen in the videos presented here this morning. Really, those of us in attendance at band performances are drawn into a living example of simply getting along in happy fellowship without competition, in pure fun, mutual enjoyment. It's like being part of a jam session. So to you, Charlene, and the dedicated staff and management at Cosmopolitan Industries, and to Howie Stensrud and family, the Kiwanis Club of Saskatoon is humbled by being placed among those honored by the Howard Stensrud Spirit of Cosmo Award. And most importantly, we appreciate the enduring gift of sharing in the living of the Spirit of Cosmo. Thank you.
Everybody, take what you've gathered here today, spread it around this beautiful city of ours, and let's continue to make the world a better place. All right, congratulations, and we'll see you all next year. Thank you again.